Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My Space Secrets here with another update. It is Thursday, 3rd of September 2009. Well, I must say that we are in for a couple of very interesting months. The stock market in general, or September and October, are notoriously known to be quite negative on the market. So we have seen a few red days happening on the market, so it will be important to see what happens leading on into October. And obviously those few red days made gold jump up a little bit. If you go back and have a look at my last video, you might understand what's happening in gold and why I expect things to jump up a little bit in the coming months, or leading on to next year. But now there's probably something a little bit more important. For those of you that don't have our swine flu report, you can jump over to our site and go and grab that. It's free. But there is actually new news surfacing again about the swine flu intensifying, which we actually forecast back in, I think it was about February and March of this year. But officials are now saying, or they've come up with a pandemic response bill, and at the moment it's kind of making its way through the Massachusetts state and the legislations, which basically allows authorities to forcefully quarantine citizens in the event of a health emergency. Now, we do see this swine flu getting a lot worse, but what this response bill is related to is that authorities can forcefully enter private dwellings and destruction of citizen property and impose fines on citizens for non-compliance to the swine flu vaccination. And furthermore, if citizens refuse to comply with isolation or quarantine orders in the event of a health emergency, they can be imprisoned for up to 30 days or fined $1,000 per day for the violation crime. I mean, pretty scary, I must say. But even more scarier are some of the things we forecast back in March of this year are actually coming to light. So it is important for you to prepare for something like this. If you don't have the report, let's go over and jump through to the end of our report, and I'll give you the forecast that we put in our report so you understand. So here we are, the last page of our PDF report, the swine flu report we brought out in about March of 2009, as you can see here. If you remember back in March, there was a little bit of a problem with swine flu, and people were sort of reporting that it could get worse, but that was just the first wave that we did see. Back then we sort of said, there is a pandemic coming that we could see, and the real problems we do see occurring was in November and December. We are now in September, and we do expect the coming months to be a little bit more intensifying with what's happening in the swine flu department. So, that is something to watch. At risk at the moment, and it's quite scary that some of this is coming to light, but we do see quarantine areas situated, around the globe, and in the US especially. It could be numerous roadblocks, and like the news has just come out, law enforcement and military guarding could be seen. Obviously, some of the airlines are losing money, and they're seeing a few troubles with, they don't want people getting on planes that have the swine flu. So you'll see a lot of the thermal scamming machines are coming in and out of the airport. And like we said back in March, a lot of people, weren't really worried back then, but I think it is a dangerous situation to be in. And like we said, we do see a deadly wave of the swine flu coming, back in the November, December department of this year. And depending how bad it is, obviously the swine flu is going to further add to the economic collapse or the depression that we are starting to see. So it is interesting to see a lot of the forecasts we put out at the beginning of the year, sort of the pieces or the jigsaw pieces are sort of slowly starting to come together. And it was our intention just to help people and to help people prepare for what is coming. That was our intentions in the first place. Now if you don't own this report, that's okay, it's free. You can jump over to our site and go and grab it now. I guess the good thing about doing that is we do give some resources in a report to help you and your family prepare for what is coming. And being September as it is now, that's probably quite important. And wherever you are in the world, I wish you all the best. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for rating it and commenting. My Space Secret signing off. I'll see you all very soon. Bye.